Good morning, listeners. Good morning and a warm, pleasant welcome to Williette Speak. Williette Speak is a 30-minute program that comes to you every Monday from 11:30 to 12 noon on ELW Radio 94.5. We are your presenters, Macatrinas Waker and
Fetia Santo Jr.
Victor. Victor, how was your weekend?
Oh, my weekend was beautiful.
Hmm.
And you?
Fine. Everything went well.
Okay.
Well, listeners, this morning we'll be discussing on the topic recognizing and interacting with people who have disabilities. Victor?
Yes, that's the topic.
Yeah. Recognizing and interacting with people who have disabilities.
Yeah.
Yes. First, you need to recognize. Second, you interact with people who have disabilities. But listeners will take our inspirational quote for the day. Our inspirational quote says, "You and I need to be the decision maker in our own lives and career. It is also our responsibility to allow and encourage others to do the same." So, Richard, the inspirational quote says it all. Responsibility. Yeah. If you have the responsibility, you will interact with people. This quote is from J. Raffinberg in his book called No Excuse. Richard, Victor.
Yeah. Keep calling me Ray. Yeah, I'm Victor.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
we're about to tell our listeners how can we recognize and interact with people who have disabilities.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, when you look at the word recognizing and interacting with a person with disability, first of all, you have to recognize that person before interacting with them.
Yeah.
Or maybe you even, let me make mention of our home. Sometimes family member or parents, they don't recognize the disabled person within the home. And they are forgetting to know that that particular disabled person or disabled child, they have one or two ideas. They have some contribution towards the home. But because they will overlook that particular person, and then they will not pay attention. If you look at it, into the society, or a visually impaired person or deaf person or an amputee might be in school. But even the instructor or professor, they will not pay attention to that person because what? They are not recognized by them. And as a professor or an instructor, you have to recognize that disabled person within the class before the student.
Yeah.
Because as a professor, you get authority over the class. So if you recognize a disabled person within that class, you will be able to interact with that person. And you will know what the person wants, and you will know how the person going on with their lesson.
Yeah.
So you see that? And then the students too will follow. They will be able to interact with that person too.
Yeah.
So you see?
Yeah, it's not uncommon to feel uncertain talking or interacting with someone who has a physical intellectual disability.
Yeah.
They should be no different from any other socialization. So if you can socialize with me, a normal person, you can socialize with a disabled person.
Oh yes. You know, some people feel that whenever it comes around a disabled person, maybe that person will feel like, well, not touch the person, maybe myself will be like that. It's not that way. If you touch a deaf person, it means that you will become a deaf person.
Yeah.
Or if you touch a visually impaired person, it doesn't mean that you will become a visually impaired person. Or maybe you might see that person, they are an amputee person, then you don't want to touch them. But I'm appealing to the public there. Please come around us. come around the disabled community, you'll be able, look, if you recognize the disabled community, you will get a free way by interacting with them.
Yeah.
You'll be able to get to them. You'll be able to get their needs, and you'll be able to know what they are capable of doing. But so long you don't recognize the person, it will be difficult for you to know who is that person, or who that person will become, or what the person can do. So you have to get around the person, recognize them, and you'll be able to interact with them.
Yeah.
Yes, that's how society look like.
Yeah, so we need to discuss the tips of recognizing and interacting with people who have disabilities. The first on the list is be respectful.
Yes.
If you are respectful to someone who has disability, you should afford the time, the same amount of respect. Give them the same amount of respect that you give a normal person.
Yeah, if you we were talking about respect, you know, whenever you are getting, let's forget about the disabled community. When you are getting around somebody, so long you go there politely, in a respectful manner, look, you'll be able to interact with that person smoothly. Yes, but you just get there and start talking all kinds of things. No, I don't think you will get something from that person. That person will not be able to respond to you, or that person will not be able to give you what or harming them. Chasing them. So by getting to somebody, you have to be respectful.
Yeah, in general, you should follow the golden rules.
Yes.
Treat others as you could like to be treated. Yeah. Call them by their names. Ask them for their name. Don't call them, oh, a disabled boy, and you saw a visually impaired person, you call them blind girl, blind Victor. It's not good. Ask them for their name. Get close to them.
Yes.
Ask them for their name. No one will feel fine for them to call them names that is not good. You will not like things you don't like for people to do to you. Don't do it to another person.
No, it's not correct. You see?
So you should be respectful.
Yes, you see, Liberia today, especially the disabled community, are being stigmatized. If you are an amputee person, okay, let me bring it down. Maybe your hand cut off or your feet. You say, oh, please call me that boy. Hey, man, that boy that passing. That boy that girl, 11 cut me. That person.
Follow the cut hand.
That boy, one act. No, no. If that person hear it,
you'll feel bad.
That person might not listen to you. If they don't want to pay attention to you, because you are already making them to feel discouraged. Not that person, oh, fine, as you can say in Liberia, fine boy or fine girl. That person will be, the person will feel comfortable, and then look back, at least you'll be able to communicate with them. Yes.
Well, listeners, we're discussing on the topic recognizing and interacting with people who have disabilities. So we are about to open the phone line. You can call and give us your input and tell us things that are on your mind that we can do for the disabled community. Right there?
Yes. If you want to contribute this morning, our number, let me read the number, 0777 945 945. Again, 0777 945 945. And you can contribute this morning.
Yeah, you can contribute on the topic recognizing and interacting with people who have disabilities.
Yes.
Yeah, Richard, one of the reasons, again, if you recognize the person and you want to interact with them, never talk down to someone with disability. Yeah. Regardless of being that disability, their ability, their own ability to be treated like a child, no.
Yes, when you come to a disabled person, you already recognize them. So, if you come to them, interact with them in a way that they will be able to understand you. They will be able, when you come to me in a polite manner, I will talk to you nicely. and I will tell you about, how I got my conviction or what I'm doing. That conversation would be smooth. But when you can't, like, because you feel that person don't care that, or maybe they don't care the side, or they don't have legs, then you want to talk to them any kind of way. Look,
don't ask out of curiosity.
that interaction will not go smoothly. At the end, the person will go away. You say you'll go, and you won't get anything from that person. And at the end, you'll carry false information. But if you go in a polite manner, look, you will get something from them.
Good morning, caller. Good morning. Yeah, your name and where are you calling from? Yeah. Yeah, your name and where are you calling from? Just away from your monitor.
Hello.
Yeah. Your name and where are you calling from? Okay. Yeah, as we were saying, Victor, you need to simplify your language. If you are talking to someone who has intellectual or communication difficulties. For example, if I'm discussing with you, you just like a brother to me. Yeah, well, good morning.
Good morning.
Your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Lawrence Niga, and I call from
All right. Your input on the topic recognizing and interacting with people who have disability.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Let me say thanks so much for this wonderful discussion as it relates to recognizing people living with disability and the platform with them.
Yeah.
I think it is very important. Today in our society, like I said the last time on the same platform, this is a society that discriminates, and I don't think we have to shy from that. But what I recommend is that this is a time to work with people living with disability. I'm convinced that they also have their own contribution to make as it relates to the growth and development of our country. I think people living with disability, they are part of this society. I think people living with disability, they are part of this world, and as it relates to the mission of our country, it is very, very important that those people who are living with disability, they have to recognize their role in our society. They must start from the family, get to the community, and to the society at large. Of course, the government has to be very strong as it relates to supporting and recognizing people living with disability.
Yeah.
The young man that is almost breaking for who runs the school that work on the collaboration with Paynesville. We have launched a program for who have the words. Meaning we are campaigning for those people living with disability, informing the rest of the population that people living with disability have their voice as it relates to decision making in our country. And definitely, we are discouraged about people living with disability, supporting them when they are on the table. Don't hear too much about people living with disability, supporting them in program. And get people in our home. One of these days,
Okay.
program will be supporting people living with disability to also play their own.
All right. Thank you. All right. Thank you for your input. Oh, he said it all.
Yes. By recognizing a disabled person, especially the deaf person, if you are communicating with them, look at them straight. Don't be interacting with them and then you face different place. Maybe they might think that you are talking to somebody else, or you are doing different things. But so long you are looking at them straight, they will understand why you are talking.
Yeah, we have a call. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Emmanuel Davis, and I'm going to drive actually.
Yeah.
But I'm Google area.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm very thankful to you guys for putting on this show regarding disabilities. And for me, I'm very new in the country, even though I'm from here. I'm a Liberian, but I'm also a Canadian. So since I came back, my heart has gone out to the disabilities in the country, and I walk in the streets. I see a lot of hurt people around, and so I just want to give a shout out to you guys for recognizing these people, because it's very important that we consider every disabilities, people in our nation as human beings like us. And I see some people already despise them, and it really hurt me. And I saw somebody really abusing someone that was, that couldn't speak, a deaf and dumb, and shoving this person. It really touched me and it really hit me. And I think maybe the government or some international communities or organizations can really look at helping out these people. And I just want to again give a shout out to you guys for recognizing these wonderful citizens of our country.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Yes, yeah, he said it.
Yeah.
Because if that person want to recognize that person, that disabled person,
yeah, and know the person,
they would not use any kind of language or any kind of a free language on the person. The person will not recognize for them.
Good morning, caller. Your name and where are you calling from? Good morning.
Hello?
Yeah. Your name and where are you calling from?
Hello?
Hello. Are you getting me? Your name and where are you calling from?
I'm speaking from Boma.
Welcome to the show.
Okay.
Yeah, we are discussing.
Really disabled. We are suffering from discrimination.
Yeah.
You see what happened is some of our learned people, but people do not respect us.
Yes.
Because the society we belong in, we don't fit in the society as present movement. They will feel discrimination and will feel global marginalized us. So I can be discouraged. Myself, I am a visionary repair. I'm 18 years now.
Okay.
Okay, and people don't get time.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
People don't even the government don't even get time to support us.
Thank you.
No. All right.
And one of the things I feel discouraged because some of us were supposed to be people who would look at us so they can.
Yeah.
Be somebody, even our children.
Yes. We are discussing on how to recognize. So we are teaching people how to recognize their disability. They will be able to help you, and your family too should recognize their disability. All right. Thanks for calling. Oh, we lost him. All right, Victor. Yeah, like for the previous caller, he stressed on using offensive terms. We shouldn't use offensive terms.
No.
Identifying somebody with a disability is offensive, such cripple, handicap, blind, deaf. It is not good.
No, it's not good.
It's both harmful and disrespectful to the disabled community.
Yes. But they probably should supposed to be there to serve as counselor. You have to counsel the person. The person's mind are already, traumatized. So you have to be there to talk to them in a manner that they will feel that they are still part of the society. But when you are there using such a word, it can make people to feel that way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Labels, names are not appropriate and should be avoided in conversation with disabled people. So if you use offensive terms on a factor, you will get angry.
Oh, I will get angry because.
Why factor like you? What do you want to say? No.
Oh,
Talk
another
to the
that
person
conversation
who-
will not go on. Because already,
You already.
you already finished. Quite in the case, you say, "Oh, blind victor." So, why
Yeah.
a blind person would do? But call me by my name. If you don't know me, come to me,
Sir,
sir, or
can I know your name?
I will come and say, fine, boy. I will respond to you. Well, hey, please call me that boy. Hey, me that blah blah. You follow you there? No, we shouldn't do
It's
that.
not good.
Let us go away from it.
Yeah.
Let us stop that.
Yeah, listeners, we are still discussing on the topic recognizing and interacting with people who have disabilities. So you can call us and make an input and teach other people how to interact with people in a disabled community or recognizing them. Like that?
Yes. The public have to learn how to recognize a disabled person, be it in school, in churches, in marketplaces. You know, sometimes when you go as a disabled person, you take your personal money to go buy, you know, they will feel the person that's selling, they won't recognize you. In fact, they will just conclude, I don't have anything here today.
Yeah, and one of the mistakes
Yes.
we make is deaf. Deaf is correct. Deaf and dumb is not correct. So if you see a person who is deaf, don't call him deaf and dumb.
No,
The person is already deaf, so they are dumb. Just call, oh, Rachel the deaf or not Rachel the deaf and dumb boy. No.
Yeah, that's what we are saying. That's what we are saying to
Always
you. Yes.
say the person name first before putting a disability.
Even if you don't know the person name,
Yeah.
somebody might be around there. They might know that person name. Ask the person, what will be the boy name? You know, or this girl name. They will be able to give you the name. You saying that? But don't. That's why we are here to educate you. Do not recognize somebody by their look or by their.
Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Your name and where are you calling from?
Homer is calling from Paynesville,
Okay, welcome to the show.
Yeah. Thank you for that show. My children, I'm sorry that if I come in the city and the time I can enjoy ears and his phone, I go back up there. It's hard for me to get them because you can radio. You cannot get a short way of their phone. Even now, when I go, I can't get because of the different programs. So I appeal to the station manager to go back to the former way. Our people used to get radio from there, schedule for years and years and do, but no other station will do that. So it is very good by because people to buy. Coming to that point, I prefer to do who can be making mockery against disability people.
Yeah.
Because our people have a parable they say, seniors is full of full party and taking down party later. You can get it at any time. Remember from 1944, I'm 75 years old now. Yeah, I can see I have open surgery. So I did not expect any to happen that way.
No.
So I'm fighting those who can make mockery and do disability. Not to just do that. I don't know what you get your phone, which way they're going to take place for you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Yeah, as I was saying, while we're appealing to the public there, they should listen to us. And get some idea that you'll be able to work on. If you're in your home today, you'll be able to educate other people. You are in your office listening, educate your workers. Oh
Okay.
my God.
We just that color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are in your school as a principal. Every time, if you go for that devotion, talk to your students, educate them about recognizing and interacting with disabled person.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, one of the key points is be patient and ask questions. Always let the disabled people to speak and work at their own pace. Don't rush them. Let them think for themselves. Let them make decisions for themselves. So you should be patient if you are asking them questions. Don't rush them to answer you. Yeah. So we should be patient in communicating with the disabled community.
Yes.
Yeah.
We are interacting with them. Be patient.
Be patient.
As a patient-minded person, you'll be able to get a good word or good explanation from the person. Yes.
Okay. Listener, you are listening to Williette Speak. Williette Speaks is 30-minute programs that come to you every Monday from 11:30 to 12 noon. And we are discussing the topic recognizing and interacting with people who have disabilities. So, disability is natural. Anytime you can fall into that. So we are teaching you. Williette Speak is an organization that come on this station to teach you how to treat the disabled community. So if you have a disabled child, if even you don't have a disabled child, you should learn to be patient with them. Love them. Don't use offensive terms, offensive language on them.
No.
Treat them in a good way. And also, stop using disabled person wheelchair to crack joke. No. Don't use their devices. Because some children have it, if a child at the age who work with a crusty, they will take the crusty from the person and start to tease them. It's not good. Mistakenly, if you fall, who knows? You attend to a disabled person too.
Oh yes.
So stop provoking disabled children. Let us be patient with them. Let us love them. Let's be respectful to them. Yeah, and we should speak directly to a person who have disability. Not because their body is not working.
No.
It doesn't mean that their brain are not. Their brains are sharp. They do know. Let's go. Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning, I'm Williette Sharif from Wangema County.
Yeah.
I just want to appreciate you people for this program today.
Okay.
I'm also a blind brother from Wangema. And then this topic is very unique. I thank God for the organization, for this identical radio station. May the Lord bless you people for this kind of program.
Amen.
And we love for you people to be always putting this kind of program on air for people to know that we that live with this ability, we are not ability. We can do something.
Okay.
But people are now focusing on us.
All right.
They are now focusing on us.
Okay,
So it's something that's very serious, and we're happy for you people to be bringing all the kind of program. Because it will help improve us. It will also help for others to know that it is really, we know just bodies for them.
Okay, thank you, Kola.
Nobody can buy the kind of problem on themselves.
Okay, thank you, brother. You are our last caller.
Okay, I work with CAD.
Yeah, and you are our last caller and we are running out of time. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, time gone against our Richard. Victor,
Yeah.
can you give us your last party comment?
Yes, my party comment is that we're appealing to the public out there. They should be in the position of educating the others. Please, in your school, in your churches, in the streets, even if you see a disabled person, recognize them and then interact with them.
Okay.
Thank you for listening and have a good day.
All right, he said it all. Let us love the disabled community. We are from the Williette Speak organization. You can listen to us next Monday, same time.